Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Ohio and American Life Farming. We have finally got all of the hay in. I've actually fixed these silos. These silos now will take hay as well as silage, so we can store all our hay and our silage in there. The downside is that only takes 100,000 litres of hay. We've got all these bays full as well. So we filled all the bays. I've actually had to build a new shed here to put the straw into. But yeah, so we've filled those bays. We've filled the silos. And we've done a full load into here as well. And as a result, we have 75,000 litres of mixed ration to go. This is a really good forage mixer. You can see that we actually had to put some extra hay in here to fit all of our hay about. But it's worked really, really well. So today, we're going to go and get the cows fed. Because as you can see, they are completely out of feed. Good thing, though, that we have now got a full set. So to do this, we're going to be using our Phoenix truck. We're going to take all 75,000 litres of mixed ration out. And we're going to put it all in the trailer. And that should do our cows for at least 2 days. While that's doing, we're going to position our forage wagon, our forage wagon that does the collecting, underneath the silage so that we can refill the silage as that has run out in our mixer. And we need to go and sell the equipment that we no longer need. We need to hook up these. There we go. That way our brakes won't get stuck on. But yeah, we now have a fully set up forage system here on the farm. Feeding the cows is going to be so much easier. And we have a ridiculous amount of hay as well as a ridiculous amount of silage. So that is all good as well. Let's get this round and in. It's just, you know, we've got a really, really good amount of stuff on here. So let's do this. Pull this here and start filling it up with mixed ration. So that should fill that trailer. In the meantime, we are going to go and actually, no, what I want to do is, because we need to fill up with silage, we're going to get our silage or our forage wagon. We're going to hook it up to the John Deere 7R here and get that filling from our silage bunker over here. So that's down here. And I think we're going to need to purchase one of these now. So if we have the money, we will try and get one of these Tigos purchased. Or I might see if we can get ourselves in a position where we can get a John Deere one. I don't know if there is a John Deere one available, but certainly it would be good. Although the faint one being green kind of fits our farm quite nicely. We no longer need the bale shredder either, so that's going to be going today as well. We're going to be making a couple of trips to the shop to get rid of that, along with getting rid of our mixing wagon. Right, so there we go. That now can fill up there. That is filling up there. And we're going to go and jump in our 4440 here and get this Anderson Smart Mix sold. Because, yeah, we have no further use for this, and therefore it can go. So clearing or selling this and the straw shredder, this should get us out of the slight bit of negativity that we're in. Let's pop through here and get this sold. Yep, so that is 90. Wow, okay. We'll repair it first. Will that send us to 100,000? Not quite. So sell that off. Yep. Perfect. That immediately puts us at 97,000, which is brilliant. We just need to pop back to the farm and get the bale shredder now as well. So I'll head back there, grab that, and we'll be back immediately to sell this. And the money from selling these two should immediately give us enough to replace that Fent forage wagon. So let's come around here. R and sell. Yep, 30,000 for this. I will give it a little repair. Gave us a little bit more money. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, as I said, this should immediately give us enough money to go and replace that wagon. So we'll have a look in here and have a look in the forage wagons. Yeah, loading wagons here. 124,000. Oh, we do just have enough. I'm actually not going to do this, though. I don't think we need to do that right now. Maybe once we got a little bit more money, that will be wise. For the moment, though, it's not costing us a huge amount per day, and it gives us a nice bit in our bank account that we don't have to worry for a little while. So let's head back to the farm, and we'll see how our loading up is going. And from the looks of it, the forage mix has finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park this over here because we need to give this a clean. I've got a lot of mud on that tractor. And it looks like this has finished as well. Yeah, so this is full. 42,000 litres, which is more than the forage mixer will take. But we can dump this in and that will give us some more. And knowing that we get roughly 75,000 is really good. Our cows take a maximum of 80,000. So it fits in really well with what we have. So we can reverse this up and we will get this tipped in here like so. And in that goes as well. And as that approaches 30,000 litres, that is good. So I'm going to just turn that off there and leave that because we want to tip the rest of that in there in a bit. We can start up our lorry now. And yeah, already that's generated another 150 litres in there. So this is going to be a really great, really efficient way to keep our cows fed. I'm absolutely loving this. We're using our big trailer. It's a pity that there's not a trailer of this size that has the side emptying, a bit like the forage wagon. The other way to do it would be to get a forage wagon and use it just to load the forage in with the pre-mixed stuff. Would require about, I think it's 3-4 journeys to get this, to get TMR in there. So it doesn't really work for us as well as just doing it this way. So I'm going to do this here and then I'm just going to reverse it along here as it empties. Now we can't go right the way in with this because it gets way too high up. So we kind of just have to dump it in there at the start and treat it as if we're dumping it onto a feeding system. Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't quite work. And there we go. That is that in there, and their TMR is at 75,000. Absolutely perfect. Now what we can do, and what I will do going forwards, is we will then use the silage in there that comes out from their feed. We'll put that back in and slowly top up the silage that they have in there. We have plenty out of here. We don't need to put it into storage. And it works fairly well for us as a means of doing that and keeping things running fairly smoothly. It means that if we run out of any of our mixed ration, silage comes on, and if we fill up the silage doing that, eventually what we can do is go and start putting it into our storage over that way. All in all though, I'm pretty happy with that. That is a really good setup. It's going to serve us really well and should mean our farm continues to be very profitable going forwards because we are about as efficient as we can get now. So let's just park this here and we'll do that. And we're going to give this a wash. So grab that and do that. And yeah, our 4440 has been doing us very well. I think I'm actually going to have to take the tractor off the wagon there. because we need to get something that is going to allow us to spray our crops. We can do fertilizer. We got plenty of ability to do fertilizer on the farm, but we got rid of the sprayer. We sold our sprayer to fund stuff. It was a little bit expensive, and I didn't feel I needed anything quite that big. So let's just have a quick look in the shop before we disable or disconnect this. Down here, we've got spraying technology. There we go, crop protection. And under here, we should have this, the Shepherd sprayer. Now, this very much fits in with the John Deere setup here. It's got only a 6-meter working width, but should do us fairly well. It's only got a 1014. I think this might actually be too small for what we want. And for 5,700, yeah, this is much smaller than I thought it was going to be. So that basically means we've got a choice here of this Hardy for 115. This John Deere Boomer. This goes on the the big sprayer. So that's going to be no good because I think that's under crop protection there. Yes, 195,000. We do not have enough to buy that and put that on there. So it's really going to be the Hardy. It's going to be that one there with the special row crops that match our tractor. We go with the 30-inch dual row crops, which is what we have on our tractor. And we want the US safety triangle. GPS configurations. No, we already have GPS on it. So this holds 6,000 litres and will be much better for us. 119,000 to purchase it. Yeah, we're going to have to. I'm going to have to purchase that and use it on the farm, I think. So let's grab that. Yes, okay. And we're back down to 8,000, but at least we're nicely set up. Let's tip a little bit more, which takes that back up to 30,000. We'll disconnect this like so, and we will head off this way and go and grab our sprayer now that we've purchased it. Here we go, down at the shop. I'm actually thinking that this may not be the piece of equipment I need to use today. We need it, absolutely, and we're going to fill it up with a load of herbicide as well. So let's pop over to the shop and get that purchased. I want to put 6,000 litres of herbicide in it, which hopefully we can afford. Otherwise, we're going to have to go into our loan a bit more. So let's have a look under here and pallets. And what do we have in the way of herbicide pallets? I think, what's that? Oh, that's the baler twine pallet. No. Yeah, herbicide. 2,000 litres. We need 3 of these. We have just enough money. So buy. And there's the third. Let's head back out here. Yep. And hopefully we're next door to it, so these should fill up from here. Otherwise, we'll turn the tractor and get them filled separately. Nope, we've only got the first one. I'm going to open this up, position this beside it. It's actually, I think my wheels are in line. I'm not sure. I kind of want them to be. Oh, they might be. There we go, that's 2, and that's 3. And I really love this mod. This bulk fill mod is brilliant. Let's get it refilled. And there we go. All 3 of them fit in rather nicely. 6,000 litres of herbicide. And, oh, why hasn't my wheel come down? Let's jump out and jump back in. Oh, because I think there we go. It's the uncover button moves my wheel up and down, which is what I thought I was doing. I thought I was uncovering my navigator to fill it in, but no, it was actually uncovering or was moving the wheel up and down. Get our flushers on and head back to the farm, I think, and see where we are. Now, as we get back to the farm, I've had a quick look, and yes, we do have other jobs to do today. I'm going to bring this and just park. Ooh, where can we park this? I think we're going to have to make... I'm not even sure this will fit in the shed there if I do that. So we kind of need somewhere to store the sprayer. We don't have anywhere to do that at the moment. So I'm going to have to look for or maybe create a spray shed. I'm going to put it inside here at the moment. Let's take our beacons off and park this over here like so. We have no use for these bunkers back here. I think I might actually sell them off. We could do with a largish barn, really. Something that will store all of our equipment rather nicely. Our sheds at the moment are fairly small. So let's have a look at our map, shall we? Under here, you can see we have a lot of weeds, and this is why we've bought this piece of kit, so that we can deal with those. But first, we are first day of spring or first day of summer, second day of summer, in fact. And these fields here, fields 11, 10, 11, and 12, their nitrogen content is awful. We've got 0 on some parts of the field. We've got 20 on others, and I think it doesn't go beyond 80 kilograms per hectare. So we need to sort that problem out. That means we won't be using the sprayer today. Instead, we're going to be loading up the slurry tanker over here and getting that job done instead. That trailer keeps moving, which we probably need to reposition that back out of our way. But all of our grass fields, they're gonna need some of this in order to thrive. Can we refill it from here? Yes, we can. We have over 700,000 litres of slurry that we can put on our fields. So we've got more than enough to do this job. Tanker is full, and away we go. And we're going to head over and do the extra little bit first. Don't know why this gets stuck like that sometimes. You have to be a little bit careful of the turn. Otherwise, I'm going to end up in the slurry pit. That wouldn't be good. And the easiest place for us to start is actually here on this little bit extra that juts out. So let's unfold. As long as we get the right bit. Yeah. It's so very wide, this slurry tanker. We need to be careful not to put any in the water. Put this down, start it up, and away we go. And yeah, it just such a wide spread on this piece of kit. Works brilliantly for us and helps us get stuff done really quickly with this amount of space on it. And you can see the nice dark green we're getting. I think with the amount of hay that we've got off here, our second cut of this late summer is actually going to be for silage. And we can create a load of grass silage from it, which would be massively useful to us. Then we might have to do a second coat of this as well during the mid-summer, as the field is still growing, and hopefully that will get this field, all 3 of these fields in fact, up to full whack. 3 full loads of slurry, and we've just about got the field done. We should just get this little triangle here, and we're looking pretty good. I'm happy with how much slurry we've got on here and how well it's covered the field. One last little triangle, and then I'm going to go and refill this before we get to field 11. I just want to have a quick look before we go any further. So lift that up, and we'll turn this off. And while this whole thing is coming in like this, let's go and have a look at the yield that this field got last time. So you can see here on the yield map, it actually fairly well follows the soil types on here. which isn't that surprising. We've got some better yields down the bottom here than we got at the top. Not much variation in the silty clay area, but yeah, I think we can improve. So we got 100% down there, and then we got a 95 there. I think we can improve these yields just by getting a better coverage of nitrogen. And you can see it sort of splits here along that. So yeah, the top half of this field definitely needs more. Bottom half of it, I think, could do with a little more down there. Otherwise, that's all pretty good as far as that's concerned. But we do need to get some more nitrogen on here next game day. The other thing we've got is next time the soybeans should reach their zenith in price. So we've got about 40 to 50,000 litres in storage of those. We'll be making money from those next time as well, which will be absolutely brilliant. So yeah, still lots of money to be on here. The amount of money we go into debt overnight is going to be immediately offset by the money we make from the soybeans next game day. And as a result, we are just going to be pretty well off going into the remains of this year as we start approaching the summer, or the end of the summer, and harvest, which will be good. Let's refill this. And yeah, what we do need to do next time, as well as selling the soybeans though, is we are going to have to get rid of those weeds, because as stuff grows more, the weeds are going to hang around more as well. Took a single tanker full of slurry to do field 11. We refilled and we've headed here to field 10. It looks like it's going to take a couple of tankerfuls to get this field done. And we're going to have headlands to do at the other side of the field. This tanker, I've discovered what the issue with it. It's got trailer steering on it. And the trouble is, once the trailer starts to steer, or once the tanker starts to steer, it just wants to go in that direction. So you have to be really careful. Otherwise, you just get sent in that direction more and more. It's especially bad when you're reversing. I wish they didn't turn while you're reversing, because at the moment you can see the tanker's trying to go in that direction. And until the tractor can straighten up with it, it has a problem. The trouble is, the trailer is turning sharper than the tractor is. So as a result, the trailer just keeps going the direction it's steering, and your tractor kind of gets dragged along with it. It's a really, really annoying feature to this tanker. But you can see we've got 35% left, and we're well over halfway through this field. So I'm very much expecting us to have to refill one more time, and then we should be able to just finish it with the rest of that, with the rest of the tank for that. Should go fairly easy as a result. Yeah, we're down to 10%, and that is the space I want to turn around in. And yeah, 5%. We're gonna get one more row here, and we're not even gonna get the full row, in fact, I don't think. And then we'll have some overlap in finishing it off. In fact, no, the reach on this is so large that this end of the field, at the very least, it should go straight down and do. It does get a little bit wider towards the other end, maybe. No, in fact, I think we're all right the whole way down this side of the field. That's pretty cool. It's going to take less slurry than I thought to complete this field, although we are now out of it. So let's lift that up and get that folded, and we'll go and refill and finish off this field. And so with one last tanker of slurry, we're just going to back it up into this corner. Again, it's turning further than I wanted to. Trying to get out. Yeah, I really wish that when you were reversing this Samson spreader or slurry dribbler, or slurry tanker, it didn't, oh no, it didn't turn like that. That is, you know, it's incredibly annoying. Turn that on. Yeah, because now I've got to reverse it up again because I managed to pull off without turning it on. Let's get it lined up. Drop it down. And away we go up this edge of the field. It should have absolutely plenty of slurry in here. Now we can see on the map that this area we're in now is the loamy part of these fields. It is a light green. There is another level of fertilizer that we can, or another level of nitrogen that we can put on this part of the field. So we are going to do exactly that. In a couple of days, we'll come back on here. We'll do all 3 of these fields again. Oh, look at that turn. And when we've done that, what we can do is should get an even bigger yield of parts of these fields compared to last time. I mean, we got 100% of these sections the first time, and maybe 120. I think we can boost that maybe a little bit higher on sections of these fields. So we'll see how we go. I'm expecting it to take less slurry than we've used this time, simply because some parts of these fields just will not take any further nitrogen increase. With precision farming, they should just be all happy. This is such a pain to reverse this piece of kit. There we go. In it goes and done. Right, down and away. And just this last little bit of field will lift it at this point, although with PF it will turn it off, and then down again just to finish this field off. And yeah, this has gone very well. We have managed to get our cows fed and our new feeding system set up, which is proving to be very, very efficient. And then we'll be in a position at the end to go and keep things running. The farm is all set up now, and I couldn't be happier. What I do need to do is, as we exit this field, we're going to have to spray just a little bit more of this. This side, it doesn't matter, the nitrogen is already high enough. The other side, oh, around we go. The other side, we've still got a little bit of red. So let's line this up, and then we can finish this field there, and then we'll just have to back it off a little bit so that we can fold everything up and finish it off. So down it goes, and in we go, and stop there. Lift it up, turn off the pumps, and fold it all in. There we go. Because they're 2 separate bits, they do like to fold separately. But that has got that done. I want to get myself off the field so I'm not stepping in slurry when I do this last bit. And there we go. So that has been a pretty successful day. We've got our cows fed, we have our new feeding system set up, and we've got the grass fields nitrogen levels back up. That is all good. Next time we're going to be selling some soybeans, making some money, and using that sprayer to get rid of the weeds. For now though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.